Welcome to our comparison video of Armitron vs Casio. Now most people that are at least somewhat interested in watches are probably already familiar with the Casio brand. They have a long and established history in the industry. But what about Armitron? This company is not at the forefront of popularity in the watch space. But does this mean that they sell an inferior product? In this video, we will be comparing Armitron vs Casio watches. Let's dive into the depths of this video. Brand comparisons. Armitron. This may not be the go-to name brand watch, but since 2005, Armitron has ranked as one of the top 10 fashion watch brands in the United States. It competes with Fossil, Timex, Guess, Bulova, Pulsar, Vivoto, Citizen, Seiko, and of course Casio. The brand is even endorsed by pro sports teams and athletes. Armitron is still the official timekeeper of the New York Yankees baseball team. Armitron was formed in 1956. The watches themselves are manufactured by the E. Gluck Corporation. When Armitron watches were first produced, they were powered by LEDs. They boasted having 5 function features. These were hour, minute, seconds, day, and date features.
Still wasting money on ads that get ignored? Let influencers tell your story. Promotional Pack connects your e-com brand to the right niche influencer to reach your target audience. Get more sales with less spent. Link in description.
Casio is a Japanese electronics company that was founded in 1946. It was started by a Japanese engineer named Casio Sakakujo. It's easy to see where Casio gets its name from. Casio watches usually focus on specializing in one specific area. For instance, their G-Shock watches are intended to be as tough and rugged as possible. On the other hand, their Pro-Trick watches are more suitable for outdoor activities, such as hunting and camping. And then you have their Edifice line, which is intended to be a more formal or dress-type watch. Build quality. Armitron, like Casio, Armitron also produces different types of watches from dress to casual to sport. Armitron's sport watches feature a resin case, acrylic dial window, and either a nylon or plastic band. These Armitron sport watches can also have either a purely digital or an analog/digital display. Finally, they will usually be water-resistant to a depth of 330 feet. The other watches in Armitron's library, such as dress and casual watches, tend to take on a more traditional build. These watches will be analog, and both the cases and bands are usually made of stainless steel, with a mineral crystal dial window. Some are made of brass though, and of course they do have watches with leather bands as well. Casio's watches are generally well built for their price. Their G-Shocks especially are extremely popular because of their durability. Casio's G-Shock watches have resin cases with mineral crystal windows. The bands on G-Shocks are mostly going to be plastic, but you have some that are made of resin also. The display on G-Shocks will be either digital or analog/digital. Lastly, all G-Shocks are going to be water-resistant at least to a depth of 660 feet. Casio's other watches follow similar standards. Price. Armitron prices. Armitron watches stay in the budget range for the most part. They can vary in price from bargain bin pricing for some of their sport watches to slightly more expensive, yet affordable for their better dress watches. But you would be hard-pressed to find any Armitron watches that would be considered expensive. Casio prices. Casio also makes watches of varying prices. Some of their watches will also be dirt cheap. Within many of their lines, however, you will find watches in the multiple hundreds of dollar ranges, with some being particularly expensive. In general, Casio watches are of a consistently higher quality and contain more specialized features suited for their particular tasks. So if you are looking for a better quality watch, then you would want to go with Casio. Keep in mind though that just because Casio watches may be of a higher quality, this does not mean that Armitron watches are a horrible purchase. We are almost wrapping up. These are the common differences between these two. Hope you liked this video. Please comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos.